Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For any first time viewers, I'm Jesse Rebirth, and today we're going to get a little serious. We're going to talk about Suicide Squad. Love it or hate it, which I know a lot of people out there did hate it. We're going to get the Ayer cut. We're getting a David Ayer cut. I know the Snyder cut was the big one to advertise. I constantly hashtag Snyder cut. In the back of my mind, I thought Ayer cut was unrealistic. It would be a pipe dream at best to ever see that happen. But then HBO Max stepped in and decided to make the Snyder cut possible. And not only did they make the Snyder cut possible, they immediately stepped in, seen the injustice of what had been done to David Ayer, and said there will be an Ayer cut. And we've seen David Ayer going on to Twitter or whatever it may be. I'm not on Twitter, so I don't know the platform. But he's been leaving clues and hints just like Zack Snyder. He's been telling people where things had been recut, things had been changed. Well, you see before you every single Suicide Squad figure that Hot Toys had produced. At the time, if we rewind it back to 2016, I was so extremely hyped for BVS. Suicide Squad, I was like, I don't really care. We'll see how it turns out. But after seeing BVS, I became extremely hyped for Suicide Squad. And then the movie wasn't bad. I mean, what we got wasn't bad. I could still back it up if that was the only thing we ever got. But even back then, we knew that we were supposed to see more between Joker and Harley. We knew that they were supposed to have an abusive relationship that we all were used to in the comic books and all other forms of the media, basically. But we were denied it, and poor Jared Leto's Joker had been shit on all over the internet for what turned out to be like maybe 11 minutes, 15 minutes of footage. The guy came out and said most of the scenes he had shot were never even shown, and people continued to shit all over Jared Leto. I wanted to say that they have had my support since day one. I wanted to see the Suicide Squad be something much bigger. When I found out that they were supposed to fight Steppenwolf at the end of the movie, and then that didn't work because Zack Snyder wanted to do Steppenwolf into the Justice League, but then we found out that they were supposed to be part of the whole on the platform thing, whatever that means, we'll find out with Zack Snyder's Justice League. I love the interconnectivity of what they were going for. I loved Jared Leto's Joker. I was extremely against him in the beginning, but it was so weird. If you rewind the clocks back to 2015, 2014 even, whatever was going on back then, we were a fandom divided. Everyone would nitpick everything from every other movie. I thought the tattoos were over the top. I thought it was weird. I had known Joker to have tattoos in certain storylines. I wasn't sure what was going on, After BVS dropped, it was weird. It was like normal people hated it because they had been spoon-fed Marvel. And then the DC fandom shrank into a cohesive unit. Suicide Squad dropped. And all of a sudden, I felt like we couldn't turn on our own anymore. I felt like it wasn't time to start nitpicking every little thing about every little thing anymore. You gotta sometimes enjoy things. I think the internet makes people very cynical. And it was so weird to be a part of the DCU fandom at the time, coming hot off of the Dark Knight trilogy, straight into Man of Steel, which I absolutely loved. It put Superman on my radar in a way he had never been before. I always enjoyed him in comics, but Christopher Reeves he is near and dear to my heart, but he was never like something that made me love Superman. I liked him. It wasn't anything much, but when I saw Henry Cavill's Superman, I fell in love with Superman. And then I watched people try to destroy that movie. And then BVS counteracted it, and I watched people try to destroy that movie. And then Suicide Squad, and I watched people try to destroy that movie. And every single thing. And then we got to Justice League, which was destroyed by all the backlash of people who don't even care about the movies to begin with, while the fandom suffered. What I'm trying to say here is it is amazing that HBO Max has stepped in to give these creators their true visions. I've kept silent on this whole thing a little bit. I've talked about it a little bit here and there. I'm largely absent from the internet as of late. You can find me on Instagram every once in a while and on YouTube pretty regularly every week or so. But I haven't really just been real. But that's how I feel. I'm extremely happy for David Ayer. As you could see, I was in the boat for the DCU since day one. If you rewind to my very first video on this channel, it was that Joker right there in the purple coat. He was the very first video I did. I had IKEA Detox full of Hot Toys. And I always wanted to make videos. But I never felt like, I don't know, I could put, not the effort, it was scary. And when people talk shit about people who make videos, you know, you got to remember that it's usually those people, for you creators out there, they don't do anything. It's easy to shout from the sidelines. But he was my very first video. You can find literally each of these have their own video on my channel. But what you've tuned in for now is I absolutely put my money where my mouth is. And I said if Hot Toys was to continue their line of Suicide Squad, I said I would pick up every single figure. I would get a Katana. I would get a Killer Croc. I would get a Captain Boomerang. I would go through each of them, getting them. Well, this line got shut down early. We have cost babies of almost all of those characters. Other people stepped up and have made toys to fit into this line after Hot Toys kind of abandoned it. If you don't know now, it's kind of Hot Toys' MO to abandon projects. I mean, back in the day, anything you've seen them do would come to fruition. But I think we all seen with The Amazing Spider-Man 2, when we saw the Rhino figure, such a cool prototype, never made it to production because people hated the movie and it didn't do well. That toy, I'm telling you now, that toy would be amazing, whether a third party makes it or Hot Toys finally did it. But it became Hot Toys' MO to kind of give up on things after halfway completing the line. And if you want another example, look no further than Justice League. They have put out every single Justice League figure except Cyborg. I understand he's probably expensive to make. I really don't understand though, because he has no fabric. He has no suit to him. I mean, every piece would be castable. I understand he has LED functions and all that. It's one of the main reasons we've held off of finishing the line. I mean, the Justice League Wonder Woman went to my mom. Hot Toys Flash is still in his box somewhere. The Aquaman, I haven't picked him up yet, but we got the Justice League Batmans. I wouldn't be lying though if I said that when Justice League came out, it deflated, it kind of took the wind out of my sails a little bit. It was so sad to watch something that was so strong become such a laughing stock. And that's why with even the Prime 1 statues, it kind of just dropped off the Justice League line, which I like all the renditions of the characters. But I would almost be willing to say to anyone that's missed out on anything, just wait until the Snyder Cut drops. We're going to see a love for this fandom like we've never seen before. Companies are going to be jumping back on to make toys. They're going to be making statues. They're going to be acting like they're supporting this whole thing from day one. even though we know they weren't. But that's enough of wearing my heart on my sleeve. Let's go ahead and open up the Lady Samurai, as they call her on here, but we all know it's Katana. I really dig the artwork that they got going on this box. The only other figure we could get at this moment, though, would be Rick Flagg. I dig it. I think he's Clint Eastwood's son, I believe. Something like that. It was meant to be Tom Hardy, but Tom Hardy had to do his reshoots in The Revenant, so we got Clint Eastwood's son. We'll eventually be picking up Rick Flagg, but Karen and I fell down a Gundam trap where kind of got Karen into Gundam, and we've been buying Gundam model kits. So we'll get around to it when we do, but let's go ahead. Let's get this chick open right now. All right, so we got SooSooToys, Lady Samurai. We're going to go right in. Karen actually had warned me that SooSooToys, oh, that is dope. But SooSooToys made her Android 18 video. I'll actually throw a link in this video. Or they made her Android 18 toy. But, so right away we got Lady Samurai. I'm digging these little things that they got on here. You can't really read them all that well, but, I mean, that's straight up likeness of our movie Katana. I like it. It's very simple. We ain't gonna have much to do here. But you guys gotta remember, these third-party toys, these are priced at what Hot Toys were, I mean, God, 10 plus years ago. They're still rocking them out at a lower, like $110 sometimes, 120 depending. You're getting figures you wouldn't get anywhere else. Check out that base though. That base is pretty sweet. I'm really digging the promotional material for Suicide Squad. We got the bit of Japanese look to it. We'll pop our stand right in there. Looks pretty tight. Alright, we got, I don't know, are medium-sized ones still called katanas? Our hands. And our figure. Oh, they put a bag over her head. She's got real hair, too. Geez, it's been a long time since I pre-ordered her. Wow. I am digging that head sculpt, though. They did a good paint job on her, too.
Mm-hmm.
She is very cool. I'm liking it. So it's a rubber body. We definitely have something like a TB League style body. You can see her seam lines right there. So it goes from the collarbone, shoulders where it cuts for an arm. I dig it. Wow, that head sculpt though, I am really digging that. I like how she's still wearing the same mask where the sword gave her that scar. That is cool. I'm really digging that. You can go ahead and look over the back of her real quick because I got to see what we're supposed to do here. So, I guess that is one thing with these. There is not a single bit of instruction. So, from what I'm assuming, that our little katana, based off what I see here, this is going to hold our little katana. And our big katana, ooh, that might actually, ooh, check that out. Wow, that is metal. That is a metal blade. That one too. That is dope. What I'm thinking is, though, is our big one might actually go through that. Oh, there's 2 of them.
Maybe you used that to like tie it around her waist or something.
No, I think it's a way. So all right, get ready. We're gonna do that one there. We're gonna come all the way around.
Do a knot in the front. I put it in the middle.
But watch. We'll run this one. Right there. We'll run it up and through. Alright, so we've all learned I definitely don't know how to tie a traditional Japanese, whatever this is, belt, I guess you could say. Maybe we can just hide that. Like that. Bring this part around. All right. I think that's not bad. It's close enough, right? Looks like the picture. Does it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar.
I dig the flowers they got on her. Her jacket folds in a little bit. Now, whatever joints you got are the joints you got too. They do not come with extra ones with this one. She is a well-made toy, I'll say that. I've been manhandling it here for the last 10 or 20 minutes, and it's a solid toy. Things aren't just falling off of it, you know? Until now.
Did it break?
No, the joint just came apart. Sometimes the only way to fix this.
Yeah.
Put it back in there.
That's what happens when you own a lot of hot toys.
Yeah, constantly trying to make sure you don't break it, but keep it together. All right. Big one. Little one. Shoulders back a little bit. She has nipples. Pull that back up a little bit. Let me see. Well, it's too mashed down, you know? Also, she has these little pieces that run. Maybe if we put like a type of grease on it, we can get some little strands that run right in front of her face.
Like spray?
I don't know. You would know better than I would. I haven't had hair for a long time. Something kind of like that.
She needs to have her arms a bit more spread.
Well, yeah. A bit more.
She needs to look like she's walking.
Well, of course. I am doing this from the back of it. But I'm saying in general, these swords are nice. They're metal. That was shocking. I am thoroughly shocked that they gave her metal swords. What I would say. Let's go ahead and get her up on this. Comes with fists, open hands, and sword hands. We'll go ahead and do a little. Oh,
These are cool.
She is cool in general. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How's that for your walking? Is that better?
Yeah.
She's cool. I dig her. I like her a lot. I can't believe we left her packed up for as long as we did. She's kind of like a cross between a TB League figure and just a normal, you know, figure. I will say TB League definitely makes some really hot figures. They look good. They give them all types of different bodies. They're really nice. Basically gives you an excuse to have women in your collection without your woman getting mad about, oh, baby, she is a Spartan leader. It has nothing to do with she's almost naked. But... well, they just came out with the red leader, the black leader, and the whatever Spartan ones. They're way cool. They're way cool. But I'm really digging this katana, though. Oh, she is cool. Is she not?
Mm-hmm.
Am I just overemphasizing her?
No.
I mean, she's so simple. I don't know if she's still in stock. I think she might have sold out. But that face is good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that face is great. We need a Killer Croc now.
Yeah.
Captain Boomerang.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Diablo.
Oh, yeah, definitely a Diablo. But I was going to say, I guess Slipknot. You see him for the 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Maybe an Amanda Waller.
Oh my god. Uh-huh.
I would buy an Amanda Waller, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I would too.
She's cool.
We need Enchantress too.
Yeah, Enchantress. Might as well get her big brother. Get a Diablo as the Spirit Indian.
The Aztec skeleton.
Yep. I don't know. I love it. I like her. I think it's a good toy. Not only is she like the right amount of like, she looks like the character.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They made it a really good toy. And her base, it doesn't fit in with their bases, but I mean, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it. I really like it.
Yeah. She's cool.
We'll do it one more time around. You can see this cool little scroll. Oh, shit. I thought that was a sticker on her coat. If you take a look back here, you can see she has these tiny little elbow pads on her, like, members only jacket.
What does she have on the back?
She has her husband's soul trapped in her sword. It's cool, though, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I gotta say I'm extremely impressed with the durability, the design of it. Just like how you, when we were dusting Harley and you were worried about ripping her pantyhose and everything. Like, this toy, its pants are really well made.
Mm-hmm.
Like, her boots are nice, too.
Yeah. You know what? I think it was they made the Constantine, not the Android 18.
Oh, okay, the Constantine.
Yeah.
That's
Because
half
he came
show.
with a few hands and then the flame.
Mhm.
It was just simple, just like her, but really well made.
Yeah. I like her. She's underrated. This toy needs some praise, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get this thing at this point. I think it's sold out. Kind of feel bad I waited so long to do it when people didn't have a chance to go get it. But I mean, you could always hunt it down if you try.
Mm-hmm.
I like her. I dig it a lot. All right. So if she doesn't just absolutely look gorgeous in part of the family photo that you see right here, I don't know what you got against it then. But all I want to say is this Katana figure was a knockout. They nailed this toy. She is incredible. There's not much I can elaborate on that was at the beginning of the video that I got to say now, other than anyone out there who is making toys. Come on, we need a Killer Croc. We need a Captain Boomerang. We need a Diablo. We need a Slipknot. God, I always forget his name. We need any of them. Enchantress, whatever it may be. Put them out. I'll put them in my collection. I won't be the only one. Many other people will too. I hope everyone absolutely enjoyed this video. I hope you had a good time. I hope you came here, you got what you're looking for. Hope I expanded your horizon on third-party toys. You know, I get it. I get that companies pay top dollar for license, and I get that companies manipulate licensing and all that, but sometimes it takes the underdog to come in and make the toys you're not going to get from the people who own those licenses. So, whatever you keep doing, everyone, keep buying toys.